Hey y'all. Hey, I'm back. I'm awake because the place ain't even open yet. I can't even get my cheese curd, so I figured I'd get back on here and talk to y'all until I can. Because I need some cheese curds in my life. Don't know about y'all, but I think I need to be trying to get over some of that. hmm Just rewatching from yesterday. Hey y'all. Ooh, I just got I just had to go. So, who been using the chlorophyll? Have anybody, hey y'all, anybody been using the chlorophyll? This hair is getting mighty, mighty. I'm grateful. Locks was the best thing I could have ever did for this Afrocentric hair, honey. Oh, it's not a game with that cheese, baby. Listen here, honey. Listen here. I don't know how I made it. Oh, we talking about the chlorophyll. Oh, is we talking about the cheese? No. I don't drink it. Mm-mm. I don't drink it because it's like going outside and licking grass, wet grass. And I don't want that. I don't like that. But I bathe in it. I just let it absorb through the skin. Good morning. I let it absorb through the skin. Mm-hmm. That's what I do. I don't go person that other stuff. I can't drink grass because that's exactly what it's at. I was a country kid, so did all kinds of stuff. Chewed on blades. Now, y'all want to know something I absolutely love doing? Eating honeysuckles. Sorry, not stickles, honeysuckles. Yeah, they used to be on my elementary wall, like on the back fence. It was the whole fence. Oh my goodness. Yep. Who remembers the little yellow flower leaves that you could eat and they was like citrusy or something? They used to be in like bundles in the. Oh, it's making my mouth water. And they were sour. Y'all remember them? Kind of taste. I want to say like pickle juice or something. Honeysuckles, yes. No, not dandelions. No, they wasn't that. They was little bitty yellow clusters. Ooh, it's making my mouth water. But they grew in the grass, and we used to eat them as kids. Y'all had them too. I don't think I ever see those anymore. Yes, they. Nah, I didn't eat no dandelions. Sour grass, yes, or something like that. Yes. Ooh, that's crazy. How? Yeah, yeah, that. Yes, that's what it was. Yep, my friend put me on to that. Yes, honey, that used to be so good. Ooh, yes, not honeysuckle. Well, I said honeysuckles, but you know what? Have you guys ever had fresh honey from the like at the county fair, and they put it in them little straws? And they used to call those honeysuckles. I think that's where I got that from. Y'all had that? Did y'all used to go to the 4-H club thing where y'all could get the little buns of the bread and walk around with the animals and all of that? Or is that just a country people thing? As a kid, was that a field trip? Oh, okay, good. I promise since I got these glasses, my eyes are even worse than they used to be. I don't get it. Whatever. I guess getting old is real. So nigga can't see nothing without these. Yeah. We used to have our Thanksgiving dinner at the 4-H place. I'm sure it used to be cattle in there at some point in time. They probably just laid down the floor or something. Because they did the barn dances there for sure. I know. Your eyes worse since you got your glasses too. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't see without. Okay. So let me ask y'all a question, family. Um, what about these dragon videos and these mystical beings coming up? Do y'all realize that's how y'all found me? Most of y'all. And in a year, so many things that they told us was myth is real. Y'all think the government been listening to us? Huh? Who think the government been listening? Yeah, I think they have been. Yeah, I think they listening too. I think they are. Yep. Because now that we've been able to piece it all together, now y'all want to tell us, okay, it's real. It's all real. All of it is real. All of it is real. All of it, all of it, all of it is real. All of these beings were real. Now, I want to show y'all something. Who got this book? Who got this book? Do anybody got this book? Hello, everybody over here that I might not have addressed. Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Go get it if you can, if you at home. Can y'all go get them? The ones that can. If you can't, you drive and you at work, you're on the road. Okay. But if you can go get your book, please do. Excuse me. You got the small brown one? It might be in there. Okay. Now, where did I just see it? Do you see where it says most ancient records of Chaldea? Where the wise men are under the Assyrian temple? Do y'all see that? Right here. Can you tell me the name that's on the top of that? On top of this right here. Right here. In this area. Right there. Tell me what this name is here. The people that have that book. What name do it say there? Who got it? Bucyrus. Or Bucerius. You mean like Sirius the star or Osiris? So there was someone that actually lived that could they be telling us that Osiris is actually Bucerius? Or no? But do we now know where that name really came from? He's a Chaldean king, Babylonians, in that whole area. So this godlike figure maybe was a human half breed hybrid? No? Yes. Huh? What do you guys think? Let's look at it. I don't want to knock over coffee or anything. So, and try to, yeah, I'm gonna have, if you, yeah, because I can't, wait a minute, hold on, maybe. I'll stick this over a little bit. There we go. Let's try it now. Lord, please don't let my book break. What is it? I'm trying to get it in both cameras at the same time, but I might not be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay? Let's move the camera circle. There's a lot of stuff on this book. And I'm not on my regular iPad, is why, so the camera angle is weird. Anyway. Boo serious? Y'all see that? Mitzrayim, Minis, Ham, Egypt, Thebes, Assyria. Oh, Chaldeans. Oh, Greece. And even though they show people that are of pale skin, we know that the ancient Greeks and Romans were darker. But think about this. In the generations to come of people that worship Baal and all of these different gods, I said God was mad at them because they were worshiping people that were actual beings. And now they are what is it? We just looked up the word yesterday. I can't remember. Disembodied spirits. Now we know that why the word disembodied spirits is so important, because God trapped the spirits of the giant's children here. He trapped them here as the or we could call them the tormentors. That's what we could call them if we wanted to. We could call them the tormentors. And they're angry because human life is still going, and their lineage had to be killed off in certain areas and not allowed to grow. Y'all don't think that's crazy? Hmm. That was the issue. That's it right there. That's it. Oh. Okay. This is real close. And it is. I don't know. I don't like this iPad. I mean, I like it, but I like my other one better. It just seems different. So, with that, how many people realize that everything that they told us was fake was real? And everything that they told us, like Jason coming back to life 1,000,000 times and Freddy Krueger coming back 1,000,000 times, right? Right? But they told us dragons wasn't real, giants wasn't real, mermaids wasn't real. What y'all say now? And they've been playing lab rat because that ain't nothing new. The giants and the angels already did that in the seventh generation from Adam, in the days of Jared, and after, because it says giants was on the land after. And the world ain't been destroyed again since that. So now we see stories in every culture of little people killing big people, disemboweling them and all kind of stuff, whatever. Okay, we see it in all of the literature. Okay. We do. Even with the gin and the rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. 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 Genetics. Like a genie in the bottle came down here, a spirit of vapor, and laid upon a woman and made it with her, and there was a spirit and flesh baby. Oh. And again, like I said, the fallen angels tried to beat Jesus to the punch, or God to the punch with Jesus. God did it with Adam first. Mother Earth, Father from heaven, boom. Who caught that? Anybody catch that? Did you catch it? You caught that? Yes, Antoinette. So look it. God opened up the earth. You got to open up a woman. He dug down deep. Pretty much. Most people don't get too far, but some folks got some reach. And he deposited something into a crevice and called it a sheep, Mother Earth. In the dark, where nobody could see, he put his spirit down in there, and it was electric shocks. You know? And then he said, and Adam's mom said, and we all still breathing on that same breath. Doesn't it? Every single human and monster, giant, harpy, fish, bird, animal, everything. Even the trees that are breathing are breathing. Right? Okay? So when the angels came down and slept with the women in the seventh generation from Adam, Gaia, Father from the stars, the goddesses of earth, Mother Earth. They were of spirit. No? No? So even when they made the giants, the gods, whatever these people want to call them, they were still copying what my daddy had already did. Again, get your own. He already did it. You had to take his animals and make monsters. Like, really? You couldn't come up, create your own. Don't use nothing that he. No originality. Exactly. Their festivals happen in the same week his festivals happen. To desecrate what it is that he does. You can't even get your own day to do it. Black Mass on Easter weekend. Really? Or Resurrection weekend or whatever you want to call it. The Bible talks about the saints being robed and all of this Satanists wear. What do they wear? When they're in their church. What do they wear? Tell me. What do they wear? Anybody? Robes. They actually go and bathe in blood. And it says that we are bathed in the blood of the Lamb. Not literally, but spiritually. And every time I see Satan is doing a ritual of some type, somebody is bathing in blood and then being robed or clothed, and now they are illumined. Or am I wrong? Stop me if I'm wrong now. Right? Why would I do that? User 7251. What exactly is it that you want to say? I don't even see your face. I don't know you. Why would you need to be in my life and you could be going live on your own page? Whatever you have to say is going to be more important if people can see your face and know your name on your life. Right? That's what I'm saying. So, they're copycats. Mm-hmm. They knew that Jesus was going to have superpowers. And so, what did they do? They made supernatural heroes, saviors, warriors. It talks about Jesus being the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, was mighty in battle, and all of this. And then the angels came down and made warriors. The Bible even talks about them. I didn't see that. Woman of God, I did not. But do y'all think about that? Hmm. And if you look at what happened to the gods or the hybrids that started playing God, even the angels and the women, the Gaia and the people from the stellar orders, Uranus and all of these places, um, when they put their hand to what God had already completed, it was disaster. Love you too. Okay? Good morning. You don't think that's crazy? Hmm. No. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Miss Brianna. I know. I'm still getting over whatever I caught when I was down there in Tennessee. I'm just saying. And guess what else, y'all? Y'all about a year ahead of the game. Because we were studying about mythical creatures last year, and all of a sudden they in real life. I talked about the giant eye being the size of your window. What you gonna do? I talked about it might be some scary creatures outside. We might not be able to go outside, and then all of these beings just started showing up on people's ring cameras. Skinwalkers, dogs that's acting weird, and they dog is sitting in their house, and all of this ain't CGI. Cause the one black dude, I don't know where him and his son was. They was like North Carolina. They was somewhere. He said, "What is that?" He said, "Go get my gun. Go get my gun." He said, "Well, the dogs be going crazy. That's what be getting it. The dogs be going crazy. There's something is in the backyard." The days of Noah. Come on, Antoinette. Listen. The dogs be giving it away. I might have to go on and give me a little scruffy. Dang it. With this spiritual order be back, I might have to go and give me a little. Dang it. I might have to go and give me a little. Because even a little dog, I don't need them to protect me. I just need you to tell me they outside. Dang it. Ah, okay, I need me a dog that's about this big and this is full grown so we can run together. I need to be able to throw you in my pocket and go. And I'm talking about this is fully grown, and when you this is fully grown right here. This is your whole body from head to toe to tail or whatever. I don't need you longer than this. Yeah, about that big. Because anything over that, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Because you gotta. Mm-mm. No, that's not too small. It's the perfect size. Big snakes in Thailand too. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. Magic being revealed. And can I ask you a question? Who took time to go study all of the Mancies? Did y'all go and get a list of all the Mancies to see how much magic there is really just floating around here? Them cheese curls is gonna be so good when I do get them. Let me tell you something. That's crazy. I just had that random thought. The cheese curls is gonna be fire. Curds, not curls, curds. Yes, I'm so ready for it. Just the saltiness of it all. Mm. I don't know about y'all, but I am. It was a good. Okay, no, this was a long time ago. Who did it? All right, y'all, bust me down some Mancy's, please. Lisa, you already know what's going on in there. Lisa, okay. Lisa says, let's answer that question, Lisa. We're gonna answer your question, and we are gonna use. Lisa said, I wonder what happens in the Met Gala. So this book was written in 1986. Damn. 1986? I was 6 years old. Hell, my grandson gonna be 6 in a few years. All right. Excuse me. So we'll do the Mancy's after this. But you said, what happens at the Met Gala? You ready? Yes. Here we go. So I'm gonna have to read this in a way that yeah, just y'all know what I'm saying. Okay. So the customs and ceremonies involved in people and animal unaliving differ somewhat in different areas. Also, in recent years, especially on the West Coast, large numbers of young people are becoming involved in Satanism through rock music, occult role playing fantasy games, and of course, much individual recruitment. These independent groups are usually heavily involved in drugs and very open, careless, and blatant in what they do, and are not directly involved with the Brotherhood. Many of them do not even know that the group exists. These are the groups careless enough to get caught in their various crimes of ritualistic kid abuse, unaliving, etc. And at that time, I left Satanism. There was a growing concern among the leaders of the Brotherhood about the carelessness of these people. However, Satan is rapidly becoming so bold that he really doesn't care. And he certainly doesn't care how many of these people end up in jail for the crimes they commit. Satan knows he doesn't have many years left, and he is rapidly moving to perpetuate as much destruction upon this earth as possible. In the United States, there are eight holy days out of each year when human unaliving is usually performed. Human unaliving may also be performed on other days for other reasons such as discipline, fertility, rights, etc. You do realize that all of these, like a lot of these award ceremonies, happen during, uh, the whole like springtime, which is the fertility rites, and this is when their gods would be Blase Skip and Woothie Wop. Yeah, y'all know that, right? Y'all know that the fertility gods and the gods of money and all of that, it all comes around this area, and this is when a lot of the award show happens. Okay, here we go. Smaller covenants who do not have the necessary facilities usually join with the larger covenants nearby on these occasions. The holy days are Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and as close as possible to the first day of spring, summer, fall, and winter. Satan wishes to desecrate each of God's mercifully ordained seasons. We going on. It's a specific part that I'm looking for. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back this way. Here we go. Met Gala. Because let me ask you this. Why would anyone take their 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 year old kid to the Met Gala? Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. If the public can't see what's going in there, why can these children? How do we know that the Met Gala is not the Mott Gala? Y'all know who Mott is. Not M-A apostrophe A-T, but M-O-T. Og and some of the giants worshipped Mott, M-O-T. M-O-T. And we know they'll flip a letter in a minute, like the kids' juice and applesauce. Yes, P. Diddy was a vampire. I was just wondering why there was all those black roses everywhere, because black roses mean death. Did you see how many dresses and suits had black roses on them? I said, well, this is different. Black roses normally mean death, war, and omen. Nobody else picked that up. I said, whoa, it is a lot of black roses around here. It looks like funeral gear, a lot of it. A lot of it look like funeral clothes. And anytime, even in the movies, we see black roses, you know, uh-oh. Baby, give me the popcorn. They just threw some black roses down there. I'ma pause it. Hurry up. They done threw some black roses. This girl that came here, some black roses on her bed. Baby, hurry up. The movie is about to get good. Hurry up. Right? That's what I was saying. So then why was we not alarmed? She from Crawfordsville, Indiana? Now I'm gonna tell you what's scary about that. Cause hell, you know what that makes so much sense. I'm about to bite this book apart. I told people it's a lot of wicked stuff that happened in Indiana. Don't nobody believe it. So the lady just started the Met Gala. It's from Crawfordsville, and the lady that wrote this book, the nurse and the doctor in here. One of them's from Whitestown, and the other one is from what's the Shelbyville, or somewhere close to Shelbyville. This freaking hospital was in Indiana, where people go in there for a freaking checkup and they just die. And the person that started the devil gala, Met Gala, ritualistic place where they about to be, the award ceremony. Really? I meant, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to really. I'm trying to figure out how to read this because there's a lot of words that they're gonna be trying to. Here it is. What's the name of this book? Hold on, y'all. It's called He Came to Set the Captives Free. Okay, so have y'all paid attention to how many children come up missing after these shows and stuff? After the Super Bowl, when all of these prominent people are in the cities? Who's paid attention to that? Y'all? Okay. I need you to start paying attention to wherever the football games are, basketball games. Because who are the people that come and have these elite parties and then it's because the regular people we can barely afford to get in. So we damn sure ain't trying to take nobody extra home. Not to stay anyway. Okay? Yes, they come to steal kids. Mm-hmm. No Amber Alerts no more. Right. So look at this. I'm just gonna hit and miss. Okay, so look. It says a crown of gold was placed upon my head, and my fellow cult members bowed down and gave homage to me. I was treated like a. Wait a minute, I gotta go back because. Okay, here we go. Yep, I was on the right page. I just want to make sure. Okay. So. No, I had to go back. I gotta skip around. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Okay, so it says there were some meetings that I did enjoy. Sometimes we got together just to talk and play games, competing with our powers to do things such as lighting a candle from across the room without ever touching it. I also made numerous trips out to California for competitions and conventions. This I usually enjoyed very much. I flew in a private jet from a private airstrip near to the town where I first entered the cult. No one outside the cult and few inside know its location. It is well hidden and heavily guarded, and I was usually picked up by the high priest and a few of the higher witches and warlocks in California. It was always a big occasion, like a Met Gala. The purpose was to exchange ideas and to compete to see who was most powerful. It was through these competitions that I rose to power to sit on the National Council to the position of regional bride of Satan, and finally to the position of top bride of Satan within the United States. The average stay was a week, and the conferences were usually held just before a Black Sabbath when the Black Mass was celebrated Easter weekend. I also found an excuse to return home before Black Mass. We went to a special place in the hills of California, just outside Los Angeles. There is a huge mansion there which was built. What do I mean? There is a huge mansion. I'm sorry, y'all. There which was built especially for the cult. Hmm? The hills of Hollywood. Most of the mansions there was built for the cults. You mean the places that we can't go? When they had a parties, then they got to sign non-disclosures, and some people go there and their minds are never right again. Okay, the hills of California. You mean where all of the beautiful war shows and no? Okay, let's keep going. Hollywood Hills? Okay. Now listen to this. It says we went to a special place in the hills of California, just outside Los Angeles. There's a huge mansion there, which was built especially for the cult. I suppose it had 30 or more bedrooms. It has many beautiful stained glass windows, especially made with patterns of occult and demonic symbols. You mean all the stuff that's on our clothes? The inside is lavishly and beautifully furnished. It contains a huge banquet room with an attached ballroom, and of course, swimming pools, tennis courts, golf course, etc. It looks like a millionaire's country club. It has 3 sub basements with huge vaults containing libraries of ancient occultic writings and histories. Vaults also containing gold and silver and currency from all the countries of the world. The entire area is hidden by a forest of trees and heavily guarded both on the ground and in the air. My last trip there involved the most intense competition I ever experienced. And so I'm going to skip down here. But you see where she was at when this was happening? Is y'all paying attention to that? Weekend song, The Hills Have Eyes. I haven't ever even heard it. Okay. So I'm gonna move on here. And it says, a crown of gold was placed upon my head, and a fellow cult member bowed down. It's a few people that have had gold crowns put on their head and been photographed that are in the music industry. And they were in California probably when they did the shoot, but that has nothing to do with it. One of them calls herself King and the second letter of the alphabet, or Queen. I wonder if she could possibly be married to Lucifer as well. But her husband that we can see did say that they party with weirdos over in the places in London where we see that the Hempstead children were going to school. Where they learned how to unalive children and drink the blue stuff that runs through our veins, turns red when you come out. Those are the ones that he said he was partying with, and it's they running through those same kind of places in the video. Lady Gaga spelled backwards is Agag. Oh my God. Like the king that got his head cut off. The one that the prophet decapitated again? Oh my goodness. You've gone too far. You have gone too far. No, damn. Ain't she the one that wore around me? They probably was, oh, she was the appetizer. Because she wore that to an award show with the raw meat on her. We don't know that wasn't human flesh. Because looky here. How many of y'all stars have y'all seen in these robes now? In all their videos, they running through some weird castle place in a robe like this. All right, here we go. You ready? Here we go. Listen. A crown of gold was placed upon my head in Cali. And my fellow cult members, you mean the kind that won't let us in their parties and that they let their kids into, but amen. Yeah. I was treated like a queen throughout the rest of my stay. I was given all the beautiful clothes to wear that I could possibly want. I was bathed, my hair was fixed, and waited on hand and foot by servants. There were parties, and I always had a handsome escort who was also my bodyguard. We went. Britney Spears. Britney. They say when you're in Hollywood, they never let you be alone. We never thought that the damn bodyguards be the people that be keeping their tails in line. OMG, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. I blew my nose last time, but now I gotta pee because that's crazy. Oh my God, because the industry is normally who gives you your bodyguard. You don't get to choose them, they give you. But what if the dang bodyguard is the handler? The freaking hand, because they gotta be with you all times to protect you. Oh my God. And the handlers are in here and they look like hands. Oh, we about to read it. That's crazy. And Brittany said that. So the beautiful bodyguards that they always be with could very well be the person making them stay and do what they supposed to do. Kanye said it. Oh yeah, I got the whole jug. I don't play. Ain't nobody else here but me. I'm not scared. I'm not backwashing in here. It's just me. You always gonna see me with a jug. And I got coffee. And I got water. All three of them. Well, this one ain't full no more. And yep. Don't keep me some juice, water, and coffee at all times. Yeah. And these is like 30. These ain't little. As long as my own. I mean, that's why I'm always running to the bathroom. I'll be right back. It's okay. That's crazy. They didn't handle it. What the heck? Lord, please forgive me if my kids used to run through the house and be having the neighbors below me mad. I know kids gonna run. Jeez, sometimes they used to have elephants. All right, y'all. Sorry. So, back to that. I'm about to give me some food in a minute. It's almost time. All right, here we go. I was giving. Okay. So there were parties, and I always had a handsome escort who was also my bodyguard. We went to the most exclusive restaurants in Los Angeles. My escort always tasted all of my food before I ate it to make sure that it wasn't poison. We went surfing and horseback riding. The members were not permitted to fight among themselves during that time because it was considered a great and high time of praising Satan. I had great pride at that time, but the Lord soon humbled me. It was during the last visit to California that one of the incidents happened that started me on the road to accepting Christ. Started me questioning Satan's claim to being more powerful than God. And the high priest gathered a number of us together and told us that there was a family nearby who had been interfering with Satan. They had been converting a number of cult members to the enemy, Jesus Christ, and were making a nuisance of themselves. Satan had given the order for them all to be unalived. The high priest told us that we were all to go together in our spirit bodies, astral projecting, and to unalive them. So we sat down in a circle with our candles in front of us and consciously left our bodies, going in our spirits to the house to destroy these people. I was not at all enthusiastic about the project, but had no choice. If I had disobeyed, I would have been unalived. All this is happening in the Hollywood Hills of California. Good morning. You don't think that's crazy? Hmm. How many people go to parties in the Hollywood Hills and they lose their mind? Exactly, the city of angels. Okay, I got a little bit more. So this lady was a bride of Satan. Okay, it's 13 brides around the world, I guess, or whatever, and she's one of them. Okay, so I'm skipping around because I just want y'all to see if y'all see anything that looks familiar in what's going on in our life today. Y'all ready? Okay, so it says Satan gave me a beautiful broad gold wedding band with the inscription inside it which said, "Behold, the bride of Satan, prince of the world." Okay. Did y'all get that? Uh-huh. She married Satan. She was one of the brides. It says, although Satan showed no hostility toward me, he did towards others. Anyone moving towards him to touch him or to bow down to him was kicked or beaten and driven away. Immediately after the ceremony, I was taken by the Sisters of the Light. Can y'all Google Sisters of the Light for me in your city? Google Sisters of the Light and then your city. Real quick. And tell me what come up. Eastern Stars. Eastern Star. What about businesses? Elite Sisters of the Light, the Sword of Truth, Atlanta, a police department, aka sorority popped up. A Catholic religious community of women. Any hospitals? Crazy pictures, woman in red robes. Really? Jesuits. And we know the Jesuits are not Jews, but going on. Uh, uh, mm, uh, Catholic diocese. Sorceresses. Um, you're welcome. You finally got them. They got delivered. Sisters of the Lights, nuns. Well, slap me, right, Glow Girl, and our light company. Roman Catholic Church. Healing Reiki Masters. Oh, Daughters of the Confederates are Sisters of the Light, too. It's talking about some nuns in Oklahoma. All right, here we go. Just wanted to see women draped in red cloth in the Catholic Church. You mean like the Scarlet Witch from Game of Thrones, who was always around the monks? That was the holy man? Not that kind of red woman. The Order of the Eastern Star. Now, I'm not telling nobody to go get this book. I would appreciate it if you didn't, but y'all all grown because it do got magic stuff in it. Real magic stuff. You mean like the Order of the Golden Dawn? Teachings, rites, ceremonies of the Hermetic Order. Now, can I ask y'all a question? I asked y'all this before. Why is the pharmacy called RIT, RIT, as in ritual aid, and not RIGHT, as in the right thing to cure you? Can you tell me? Because a rite is ritual. So instead of getting RIGHT, like the right thing, they're telling you to become a ritualistic user of medicine. It should be RIGHT, like the right medicine is going to make you well. But a rite is short for ritual. And well, if the word pharmacy means spell, incantation, poison, or witchcraft, and they call the store a ritual aid, oh, mm, mm. The word pharmacy means incantation, spell, witchcraft, or poison. A rite, RITE, is short for ritual. A ritual or spell casting is what witches and warlocks do. Oh. A casting ritual in a bowl with mixing compounds together. Oh. And the name that they give us is not the name that the chemist uses. We know this. Walgreens logo. You said it. Okay. Good morning. So here we go. Okay. Let me go back. I gotta go back. So this is when she married Satan. So it says, I was taken to a room away from the sanctuary at the church and carefully prepared and dressed for the occasion. At the time, my hair was long, blonde, and curly. The women fixed my hair with live flowers, which they wove into it. I was dressed in a white, long, flowing robe-type gown with a gold braid crisscrossing my chest, like most of the ball gowns that they wear to the award ceremonies. And they always got some natural flowers braided into this like whimsical, like whatever. Oh, okay. There was a splotch of red over my heart and pubic area. I had a crown of pure gold placed on my head. I carried a bouquet made of grasses, thistles, and poison berries, all tied with a black ribbon. As I stood just outside the sanctuary peeping in, I was surprised and greatly honored to see that not only were there many people from the surrounding states and California, but also a number of older members of the occult from the Eastern world. This was indeed a great honor. The sanctuary was filled with eerie music from the large pipe organ. Satan's golden throne was transported to the church and set up on a platform at the front. The signal to start the ceremony was Satan's sudden appearance in physical form on the throne. Again, didn't Nas just do that? In Nas's video, Satan appeared on a throne, a golden throne, didn't he? Right? Come on. And he dressed up with nothing but jewels all over his body. Nas X. Sorry, Nas X. Just like the angels, Lucifer. Because that's exactly what Lucifer, remember? It says he was covered in beryl and onyx and this and that. Wow. Okay. So it says, again, he appeared as a man dressed completely in white, wearing a crown of gold with many jewels in it. The whole congregation stood without a shout, and much worship was given to Satan. Then, at a sign from Satan, all heads turned to the back, and I started forward down the aisle. I was escorted by the high priest, followed by the sisters of the light. When I reached the end of the aisle, I stopped before Satan's throne and bowed down before him and did him homage. Then he gave me the command to rise. As I did so, he arose from the throne and came down to stand beside me. The high priest performed the wedding ceremony. Most of the ceremony was singing, chanting, and proclaiming the praises of Satan. The sisters of the light stood in a semicircle behind us and chanted and hummed quietly throughout the ceremony. Okay, it says the ceremony took almost 2 hours. I stood the whole time. I again signed a contract with my own blood. Then I was given a liquid to drink from a golden goblet. Ain't that what them babies said? The Hampstead babies said they would do that whole thing and then they would put it in a silver or gold goblet and they would have to drink. And she said it was a church and they would be naked sometimes and sometimes they would have dark robes on, but it was a regular Christian church, but they used to be down in the bottom. So them little kids in 2014 was describing what this lady said she went through in 1986. or before, because they wrote the book in 1986. So exactly what them babies reported in 2014 was happening to them, this lady is describing in this book from 1986. She said that they would drug the babies. And I'm gonna get to the part. If you don't have it, you can get the ebook. He came to set the captives free. It's a whole line of them. You might as well go on and get it. If you was wondering if the Hampstead thing was true, they got to her as a baby. They're like a Make-A-Wish Foundation kind of thing, or Shriners type deal. Crazy, right? You can also listen to the whole book on YouTube. Thank you so much. I didn't know. Okay. So look what she said. The ceremony took almost 2 hours. I stood the whole time. I again signed a contract with my own blood. And then I was given a liquid to drink from a golden goblet. I do not know what was in the liquid, but I suppose there was some drugs in it, as I felt rather lightheaded after drinking it. It certainly destroyed the clarity of my mind. How many times have we seen that they go in the Hollywood Hills, they drink, and then all of a sudden they've been saying it. They drug them. You don't know what's going on. You wake up, oh boy said your booty hole be hurting, and you only got one footy on. And the moment that you try to say that you don't want to do it no more, they say, are you sure? You don't remember what you did last night? This in Hollywood Hills is where this is happening, y'all. Y'all getting this? At the parties that we not. Yeah. I'm gonna read this again. What she said now. It says then it said again a contract signing party. Now we know why they say. Oh, listen to OMG. An industry party where you sign your contract and they give you your jewels and money. And it's a whole big thing. Okay, here we go. Ooh. It says the ceremony took almost 2 hours. I stood the whole time. I again signed a contract with my own blood. Then I was given a liquid to drink from a golden goblet, a pimp cup, a big, it's got your name on it with all the diamonds and whatnot. I do not know what was in the liquid, but I suppose that there were some drugs in it, as I felt rather lightheaded after drinking it. It certainly destroyed the clarity of my mind. I was told that the contract was binding. There was absolutely no way I was getting out of it. Satan does not believe in divorce. So you can't divorce Satan, but he out here tearing up everybody else's marriage. Dad, what kind of son did you make? And you know what is so funny? Because now I know who his kids is. It's people that will cheat, help somebody else cheat, but won't leave their spouse. And tear up their marriage, but if they spouse try to leave them, they'll kill them. Excuse me, unalive them. So their father is Satan and not you? Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't understand at first, but now I do. So when you sign something with Satan, it can cost you your life to get out. When you marry to him, when you sign a contract with him, but he makes you disregard your marriage contract, and you don't even gotta sign it in blood. He makes you rebel against the contract that God paid for your life that was paid in blood. But you have to honor his contract. Dirty dog. And think about it, when people try to leave these coasts that are up here in California and stuff, just weird stuff start happening. All of a sudden lose their mind. All of a sudden it's all of these videos coming out about all of this stuff to get them reared back in to satanic worship. Or get sacrificed. Or sacrifice one of their family members. Oh. Everybody that tried to leave. Michael Jackson, hell, everybody. Illuminati? Anyone? Anybody know who that was? And did he end up on the slab or something too? Jamie Foxx? Britney Spears? A whole host of other ones. Bernie Mac, come on. Mm-mm-mm. Twitch, exactly. Come on, y'all. Okay, so look. It says Satan himself did not give any of his blood, neither did he drink any of the potion. He told me that he could not, as he must keep himself pure from me, but that I must drink in order to purify myself for him. He was the most beautiful I had ever seen him. He wore what looked like a pure white tuxedo decorated with gold. His hair was, on the occasion, shining gold, and his skin bronzed as with a beautiful tan. His eyes were dark, and the love he professed for me and smiles he gave to me never seemed to reach his eyes. But I wanted to believe that he really did love me and that he was really my husband. Moving on. Let's go down here. Okay. It says immediately after the ceremony, I was taken by the Sisters of the Light and exchanged into an exquisite gown, given a cape of velvet trimmed with pure gold. We were then taken by limousine to the airport where we boarded a luxurious private jet along with several high priests and high priestesses and flown out to California. The wedding, or flown out to California, they already in California. Okay, that's weird. Maybe another part of it. The wedding supper was served aboard the jet on the way. Satan did not eat any food, but he did sip at several of the very expensive wines and champagnes available. He had very little to say. By the time we arrived at the mansion in the hills of California, I was pretty hazy from the drugs and I had been given. You mean like on Epstein's jets? And the billionaires' jets? You mean like that? Hmm. We were escorted with much pomp and ceremony to a large suite of rooms. The bedchamber had a large golden bed in it. Afterwards, I was thankful for the drugs I had been given because once we were alone, Satan's beautiful appearance disappeared, and the grown-up moments we had was brutal. Satan was gone by the time I woke the next day, and I was in agony with many wounds from the night. I was thankful that he did not reappear again that weekend. I was flown home on Sunday. While I was there, I was treated like royalty. I was waited on hand and foot and given anything I wanted. I'm going to skip down right here and where it says, I rapidly rose to the position of the top bride, and my responsibilities grew also. I became one of Satan's representatives. I made many trips within the U.S. and to other countries. My trips were for the purpose of helping to coordinate Satan's programs with Satanists in other lands. I saw very large sums of money change hands and the involvement of many government officials. All of my trips were off the records in private jets. You know, like the people that got money to do that. Most powerful and wealthy organizations serve Satan. The little people of the organizations do not know this, but those at the top know. I was completely deceived by Satan. He lies to all of his servants. I thought I was the most powerful and knew everything about his organization. After I got out, I realized that Satan doesn't tell any of his servants the truth about his activities or his organizations. Everyone of any position in Satan's kingdom is told that he or she is the greatest and most powerful, and all of it is lies. It was during this time that I met many of the well known rock music stars. They all signed contracts with Satan in return for fame and fortune. The evolution of rock music in the U.S. was carefully planned by Satan and carried out by his servants step by step. The music industry? I'm going to read that again. You ready? I'm going to read it again. Now, this 1996. This 1996. It was during this time that I met many of the well-known rock music stars. They all signed contracts with Satan in return for fame and fortune. The evolution of rock music in the U.S. was carefully planned by Satan and carried out by his servants step by step. Despite my high position and great power, I lived in constant fear. I had to live a completely double life. You mean like the stars do? Because they never who they say they is. Wait, what is the name of that book? It's called He Came to Set the Captives Free. And I read this when I was 12 years old, 11 years old. My mama made me read it in 1991, 1992. So when everybody was talking about they wanted to be a star, not me. I know what goes on in Hollywood Hills. And this is why my cousins didn't used to want to smoke with me back in the day. Because I could talk about this when we was 14. I'm like, bro. When Snoop Dogg came out with Murder Was the Case, I said, God dang it, they got him. I'm 15, y'all. I'm like, See right here, cuz, look. Now, look. Remember that book mama made me read? So this what they say. They go into, see right here? And the devil came to him. Now watch. See, boom. He ain't Calvin Bryant no more. He's Snoop Dogg. See? You see this right here? They used to be like, yep. Don't give her no more, bro, because there she go. With that old, nope. Hey, was that or the rapture is coming? That's all you was gonna get. For real. 14, 15, 12, 13. Yeah, I'm talking about the rapture. Do you believe in demons? Hey, bro, it's something over there. Man, don't start that. Don't start it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I used to be like this. Nope. No, 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 no. I'd be like, and that's why I start bringing my own. How about that? I don't need y'all to give me nothing. Mm-hmm. We're going in. I'm gonna get my own. I ain't gonna worry about it. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Nope, I ain't even gonna worry about it. Trying to see. It's probably back here. Mm. Who remembers Nikki and Roman? Yeah. Oh, I read Divine Revelation of Hell and Heaven. Yeah. My mom got all them books, y'all. I'm telling you, I was forced to read these things. Although I need to buy them books. She bought all of that. My mama is a book person. Well, that's one thing she was gonna keep in our house. It's a lot of books. I done read Fox books, The Martyrs. All that stuff was like before 19 or 20. Yeah. I don't have those books, but yeah, I read all of them. All of Joyce Meyer's books. Listen, honey, I used to be. hmm I'm telling you, T.D. Jakes books. I done read of Joel Osteen. Uh, yeah, all of them. I'm telling. I grew up in holiness, y'all. I don't have nothing to do with that. Whatever she asks is whatever she asks. I don't ask for money, so I don't know. That ain't my. I don't. I go get what I need from her. It could be somebody that come over here and say, "You sit and listen to that lady, and you know she smoke or she drink. You gonna listen to her?" I don't know. Good morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what her mantle is. Mine is different. God told me don't ask for nothing, and He didn't have me on that for a long time. So I don't know. I don't get to ask for money for what I do, and it's been before TikTok. But that might not be her thing. He say burn the books. Oh, he telling people to burn his books. Ooh, Tadera, you got a whole bunch of books. Oh, I want to see you take some pictures. I'm sorry your mama passed away, but listen here. What you done found? What you done found? Look. You already looked through them? Listen here. Because think about that though. How many of y'all remember me telling y'all that I want to leave these for my children? So the fact that her mom, she passed back in November. Listen here. Okay. I think I remember that. You told us about that? I think you told us about that. Right? We talked about it. Okay. I was going to say, I think I remember that. So look. Listen. You just clean the house out. Okay. And you got all, ooh, ain't no telling what you, ooh. Listen. Your journals and your books are going to be so massive if your children have to live without you. They are going to be vital to their existence. Are y'all getting this? Because the same demons that came for you is coming for your babies. The same one that came for their daddy or their grandma, just how you get generational curse. So when you don't journal about the things that you fought with spiritually, physically, emotionally, and write that down so that your kids, what do y'all think the Bible is? Journals. These lost books, journals. We would not know that God could bring people back to life if somebody hadn't wrote it down because they was there as an eyewitness. We would not know that the earth could have, whatever it was, the ocean splitting or any of the things that Ezekiel and them saw. God always told them, look, write this down, what I'm about to show you, what I'm about to tell you, what you about to hear, what you about to see. Write it down. It's not just for you. He said this is going to be for your children's 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 children. Which means the same demons that came for your great, 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 great grandparents is coming for you. Last will and testaments didn't used to just be for what am I going to get? A warning letter. Exactly. Our Bible tell us, and they rested with their fathers. That's what it say. But in the Old Testament, if you go to the 12 patriarchs or any of the patriarchs, even Job's story starts with him telling his kids how he was going, like what happened to him, right? Hold on. Okay, who got Old Testament Supergraphic Book 1 real quick? Can y'all go to page 768? And I've already read it. As you can see, it's already highlighted. This is my old book. Go to page 768 real quick. Y'all here? Do y'all see that it's talk about the Antichrist? Ooh wee. Go down here to 11. Oh, no. Yeah. 11. Actually, at the top. Take that back. It says his right arm will be iron and his left copper. And his right hand will be 4.5 feet long. And he will be long faced, long nosed, and disorderly. And he also has upon his forehead 3 letters, AKT. And the A signifies I deny. The K, I completely reject. And the T, the foul dragon. And the Antichrist will be teaching and being taught. Hold on. Did y'all see the video of the Facebook dude when they made him take his jacket off? What was on the inside of it? I reposted that. Did y'all see it? And it's probably old. But he was sweating bullets when they asked him to take that jacket off. Did y'all see that? This dude don't never take that jacket off. He was nervous. He looked shook. He was like, no, I never take it off. And they said, well, we want you to take it off. And when he took it off, it had a satanic symbol on the inside. Sure did. Go look it up. What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg. Look up Mark Zuckerberg takes off jacket and look at what's on the inside of that jacket. I'll give y'all a minute. You need to see that. It's on TikTok. And he always got that black jacket on. never known that was on the inside of there because most people put their stuff on the outside. You want people to know your business logo. You put it up. It's embroidered and everything. Why is that embroidered where the world can't see? You go look it up, Mr. Gregory. Tell me that's not crazy, y'all. Why is that not on the outside of your jacket? I love you too. Why is that not on the outside? It won't let you see it. Oh, you found it? Because they showed and took down some of these other ones. He was sweating bullets. You see it? I thought I saved it, but I guess I didn't. Did y'all see this one? But that's a real symbol. And why is you hiding it? Facebook man, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, why in the world would you be hiding that symbol on the inside of your jacket when logos and embroideries normally be on the outside? It's a secret. It sure is. He was nervous as hell. He wasn't expecting that. Like in their beautiful suit jackets that they wear. Mm-mm. The suit Satan wore. That literally is the suit Satan wore. That we just read about. And they said that Elon's Musk name used to be El Elyon. El Elyon. You mean the name that the fallen angels lost? God took the EL off of their names. Because that's the name of God, El. E-L-A-L. Allah, El, Elohim, E-L. And his name is El Elyon. And he's trying to bring the new world order. Now that's mm-hmm. Look at all of these things. Yeah, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I don't think it's the Antichrist, but they're all helping. Mm-hmm. The Antichrist is got to be the Messiah. That's that Jewish man over there. They all helping him, no? It's crazy. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be reading. I need to get some food. All right. So go down here to 11. And it says, "In the Jewish nation and the Jerusalemites will take counsel, saying, Come and let us make this admirable man king. And they make him king and crown him after 3 days, and he will reign for 3 years. And in the first year, all the grass upon the earth will fail. And in the whole world there will not be found a measure of grain or a half jar of wine, nor other fruit." What happened last year? All the crops was failing, and he was revealed, and they said he's the Messiah last year. Remember? Right before they said they found the Messiah, it just started being all kind of crazy. I'm going to read that again. "And the Jewish nation and the Jerusalemites will take counsel, saying, Come and let us make this admirable." Now, this is the man who says the befoul, he's the Antichrist. "And they made him king, make him king, and crown him after 3 days. And he will reign for 3 years. And in his first year, all the grass upon the earth will fail. And in the whole world there will not be found a half measure of grain or half jar of wine, nor other fruit. Then there will be a mighty plague, and those on the mainland will flee to the islands, and those on the islands to the mainland. And for a time a manner of disease will be upon the whole world, and a great plague which has never occurred until that era. And the people will be deadened. If the just man is barely saved, how will the sinner appear?" It says, "And then the unclean spirits and demons will go forth like the sand of the sea, those in the abyss and those in the crags and ravines." You mean like the holes that's opening up everywhere in these plate shits they talk about? Because those are crags and the ravines. Y'all seen that big old hole that just opened up over there in Africa too? The plate shifting, and it's just the ground is just opening up everywhere like it did in Washington last year. The ground just splitting like it did in the show what's the show we watched? The Witcher. Remember when that crack started happening? The land was splitting, and they said, "Oh no, this is the evil that ain't." And it was going across the whole continent. Africa splitting. That was just happening up in, remember, the people had to move out of Washington. Those are like cracks, openings, crevices in the ground to just open up. Okay. Um, it says, and the unclean spirits and the demons will go forth like the sand of the sea, those in the abyss, and those in the crags and ravines, and they will adhere to the Antichrist, and they will be tempting the Christians and killing the babies of women. And they themselves will suckle from them. And the people will be calling upon death and digging up tombs and saying, blessed and thrice blessed are you who have already died, because you did not reach these days. And they who go down to the sea will also be saying, may the fury of your waves swallow us, O holy sea. And then all flesh of the Romans will lament. Excuse me. And there will be a temporary joy and exultation of the Jews. There will be affliction and oppression of the Romans from every necessity of evil demons. Huh? Because the Roman, that man over there looked like the devil. And the earth will become like copper, and all the greenery will dry up, and every tree and every flower upon earth will fail. You mean like we don't got no fruit trees now in America? No, that don't, because that if a fruit tree ain't bearing no fruit, that means it's failing. And the lakes and rivers and wells will dry up, and the moisture of the waters will completely dry up. And then the Antichrist will lift up a stone in his hands and say, believe in me, and I will make these stones into bread. And then the Jews will worship him who are saying, you are Christ from whom we pray, for whom we pray. And on account of you, the Christian race has grieved us greatly. And then the Antichrist will boast, saying to the Jews, do not be grieved thus. A little while, and the Christian race will see and realize who I am. And the Antichrist lifts up his voice toward the flinty rock, saying, become bread for the Jews. And disobeying him, the rock becomes a dragon. And the dragon says to the Antichrist, O you who are full of every iniquity and injustice, why do you do things which you are not able? And the dragon shames him before the Jews. The dragon showed up the same time this man did. Dragon showed up last year in the summer, and he showed up around the same time. The Apocalypse of Daniel. Ready for this part? Because the dragons is here, so let's get ready to see who's getting ready to show up. And then 3 men will go forth and will condemn him as a liar and a deceiver. And these 3 men, 2 from heaven and 1 from earth. Who are the 2 men that's about to go forth against this? And who are they? Enoch and Elijah. Okay. Okay. It says these 3 men, 2 men from heaven and 1 man from earth. Also, will walk before the Antichrist and say, woe to you, O worker of injustice and inheritor of eternal fire. And they will walk in all the earth crying out, saying to the afflicted Christians, hear, O sons of men, and do not worship him, because he is not Christ, nor a God-fearing man, but he is the Antichrist. And many Christians will run to the feet of the saints and say, what shall we do, O saints? Where shall we Christians hide? And many of the Christians will hide in the mountains and in caves and in the holes of the earth and will be saved, so that the treacherous Samuel might not seize them. And when the Antichrist finds these three men, he will kill them by the sword. Then that spoken by the prophet David will be fulfilled. Then they will offer up bulls upon your altar. You mean the red heifers that got there last year from Texas? The three red heifers just got there last year. Oh, from Texas. Back in, I believe it was around, mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So it says, sorry. Mm-mm-mm. Then they will offer up bulls upon their altar, and with the Antichrist reigning, and with demons persecuting the Jews, contriving vanities against the Christians. You mean like now you can't talk about Jesus in Jerusalem? Nah. The great day of the Lord draws near, and there will be judgment and recompense, and the deception of the devil will fall. And the light of the world, Christ our Lord, King of glory, will flower, to whom is due all glory and honor and dominion forever. Y'all saw that light. It's still dark outside. Y'all see it. Why? Where did this light come from? Because it didn't get no lighter over here. Y'all see the light? Did y'all see it? Ain't no more sun came through. Here we go. Here we go. It's super bright over here, y'all. Who was standing by me exactly, Queen? Because what's going on over here? Did y'all see it get light? Oh, here we go with this again. And it ain't getting no bright. Y'all see it ain't going nowhere. It's not going up over here. And you can't say it's this iPad because this is the normal iPad that I use. Oh, that's my grandbaby. This is the normal iPad I use every day for TikTok. Every day. And I just so happened to use this other one today. Always, ain't it? We talked about the light and something showed up. It's crazy. And then y'all wonder why I be like, no, I don't got no friends. You can't have this kind of stuff happens to the lights in my house too. Cars, everything. I get to the club, all of a sudden the music ain't working. I be like, this never happened before. Yeah. Oh, and it's right too. It's the oh. Okay, we just gonna leave it now. If it come back, that's some more weird stuff because it wasn't even mirrored or nothing. Okay, I'm about to go. I'm about to go get some food. I don't got time. I'm about to go. I'm about to go for real now. Yep, that's my cue. Head on now. I'm about to head right on now. Get out of here. Nope. Love y'all. Let's go. I done did my part. Pay attention. Go to page. No, I'm just playing. But for real though, y'all need to go read. Old spirits are very real. in all aspects. And this is why CERCA just be by herself, because some people don't. They be like, why? Yes. And I be like, remember that thing I told you I was going to talk to you about? So, well, seeing as how it's kind of already started. Yeah, so let me. Oh, it don't be no scary stuff, y'all. Just spirits is always around me. They always around me. Always, 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 always good, bad, whatever. They be here. I just don't. I don't be trying to talk to them or nothing. Mm-mm. They've never not been around me. My whole life they've been here. I just let them be where they gonna be, long as they don't bother me. It's always something happening when I'm talking. I'm telling you, listen, and just think, way before the internet or whatever. This stuff used to happen when I used to be in people's houses. As a kid, you name it. And so then I just lived a lonely life for a long time, because my books was my friends, because people don't like it when supernatural stuff starts to happen. It makes them a little nervous. It makes them very nervous. And as y'all can see, God be telling me stuff way before it happens. So then they'll call me crazy, and then they happy, and then they try to fake and act like they're my friend. But I know they're not really my friend. They just beg because of what God told me to tell them happy. Mm-hmm. Y'all remember? Mm-hmm. Prophets would tell them something. They would say, don't want to hear it. Blah, blah, blah. Not really want to hear that. You're killing my vibe. Hasn't happened yet, has it? Well, then what are you worried about it for then? Prophet like, hey, I'm just trying to, you know what? Right. Well, I said it. I tried to tell them 3 times. Okay, then. Keep the dust off my feet. I gotta go, bro. I got some more messages. I'm not about to sit here and fight with you why you shouldn't listen. That don't mean just because you don't believe it, it ain't coming. Weirdo. All the people that called me crazy last year, I bet you they think about crazy CERCA TROVA right now. Now that there ain't no money and we're going to a cashless society and all the food is failed and the crops failed and the eggs are high and the calves was laid over with their tongues out their mouth and the fish is coming up. Yeah, I believe they probably thinking I'm crazy now too. Oh, and the water supplies are horrible. Oh, and the breathing air because there's been explosions and so forth and so on. Nope, that was all the stuff I thought we were talking about last time. Yep. Last year this time. And it's been 12 months. God warned us. We listened. And we might not be completely all together, but what we thought we was going to have was we thought we was going to have us a couple satellite places. But it still ain't too late. I'm praying on that right now. God put us where so we can have our communities. We trying to get out. We need 4 or 5 of them. So we can everybody get to where we need to get to, what's closest to you, because it's we at the end, y'all. We coming down to the. You don't have to believe it or not, but the Bible says that the church folks, my people, when he's talking to my people, that means the church people, gonna perish for the lack of knowledge, because they don't even know what the hell's going on. They have no idea that they should have been stocking up on food this last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. They have not taught themselves. They don't got nothing to go survive outside. None of that stuff. So if in 2 months when we go to a cashless society, if you don't want to take that scan code to get in the store, how you gonna get your food? Christians, because they making it where you can't just go in the store. There's cameras everywhere. They gonna know if you got the mark. They're gonna know. You won't be able to go in the store, so where you gonna get your food from? If you don't plan on taking, I ain't taking the mark, but you ain't taking heed either. Because the only way for you to not take the mark is for you to be stocked up right now. So when they switch over, if they say, okay, you can't come in here, oh, I don't need to. I don't need to come in here. You ain't been to the store, I don't need to go. I don't need to go. That would be the only way as a Christian. You're not going to take it unless you die before. But y'all ain't dead yet, and the rapture ain't happening. And the cashless society is here in less than 4 weeks. Maybe less than that. We don't know. Banks ain't giving out money. And now they're trying to blame us on an attack on... I told everybody, please get ready because we might not be able to go outside. America is under attack. And shh. Who remembers us talking about this? I just seen a thing where they said that it is Russian immigrants or Russian refugees in Mexico. How many times have we saw that they come over here acting like they refugees and boom, they be the warlords? They are in camps. Wait a minute, they just told us that the Russian ships was at the Mexican borders last year. Who remembers? And now there's Russian immigrants that's right at the bottom of the United States in camps talking about, I just came here to get away from the war. How many times have we saw that? And then this be the whole warlord right here. Who knew that they had camps of Russians in Mexico right now? I didn't know until today. Or late last night, earlier today, I didn't know. A gift horse, exactly. That's crazy. It's nuts. I love y'all. If you don't believe that God's word is true and you believe that it's just a fairy tale, I feel sorry for you. It's crazy because I just kept thinking. Remember I told you I said something big back. We studied about the nuclear rocks before. They just tried to assassinate him, what, yesterday or the day before? We studied about the nuclear rocks prior to that. Because remember my internet was messing up? And I said, y'all, I don't know why God got us studying this stuff, but these are the rocks that make nuclear reactors and stuff, so it's going to be something with this, I'm sure. And then 2 days later, or a day later, they attempt an assassination attack on a man that just pulled out of the nuclear treaty? Who was here when we were studying about the rocks? And they were used for nuclear reactors. They were used for nuclear power plants. They were used for nuclear things. I said, y'all go on and study that because God brought this up for a reason. And then a couple days later, there's an assassination attack on a person that was just blowing up nuclear plants last year. The day after we watched Left Behind, where they tried to assassinate the Russian leader. We watched it that night. We got the news in the afternoon. The next day. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Well, Putin. I love you. I'm about to go. That's crazy.